test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Let me just test this real quick. Now, I get to play Oh Buddy Can't Wait. And when I say Oh Buddy Can't Wait, basically what I'm saying is, so, as you guys can probably tell, there's a little bit of jank here, but I've got hands. Now, but for real though, as you can tell, I do have hands, and there's a wee bit of jank here with my tracking, and let me explain why. I'm on Linux again. And now let me explain why I'm on Linux again, chat. So, imagine, if you will, a thing that went entirely wrong. And in this case, when I say a thing that went entirely wrong, I'm talking my Windows installation. And I know what you're wondering. What do you mean that your Twitch installation went wrong? And, well, what I mean by that is it quite literally went wrong. Everything that could go wrong did. And I'm not saying that like to be all hyperbolic, like, oh, things are screwed. No, I mean they are screwed with a capital S. I have had to, like, more problems than not. Let me actually, on the fly, add a scene here real quick. Browser, chat. Hold on, guys. Let me just Control V, do this. Yeah, it should be good. There. Now I have chat. Let me just double check that said chat is actually working here. So, hold on. A message. Right. I forgot I'm not logged into Twitch on here. So it's, Anyways, I do apologize. There's a little bit of jank going on. Hold on. Let me just drop a message then with my stream manager test. Yep, okay. So it is working. Interesting. Now I gotta remember how to set up pop-outs. Hold on. New, no, that's fine. Docs. View, scene list. Hold on. Because, like, one thing that's kind of throwing me off, guys, and I do apologize, OBS, like, on Linux, is far behind where it's at on Windows to a pretty crazy degree. And it's like, shit, okay, what do I do for this? Hold on. How to add a doc to OBS. Okay, let's see, so supposedly docs, but yet, at least, Bazite OBS, which is from FlatHub, does not in fact have one. Okay, so it gives me, these kinds of stats, but that's it. Alright, docs. Full height docs, that does nothing. Can I set this as a doc? Interact. No. Very interesting. Hold on, or transform. Can I make it into a doc? Hold on, guys. Like, some of this is on the fly, because like I said, like, for the reason that I switched out of, Windows and went to Linux was because I had a major system crash a couple of days ago, and unfortunately with that system crash came such a major bit of corruption to the point where I lost my friggin' streaming configuration, I lost some very important documents, I lost a bunch of shit, guys. And unfortunately, because I lost a bunch of shit, well, unfortunately, I had to move. It was like, I can't deal with another potential crash that causes me to lose everything. Like, oh man, that sucked that I had to make that decision, but It is what it is. Let me just set Steam to Do Not Disturb. Now, we're not going into 7 Days to Die quite yet. I'm still just trying to figure out how to turn something into a dock. Hold on. Let's see, so docks. So I can't add a dock. Good lord. At least, like, OBS 31.3 is, at least on Linux, is far behind. Hold on. If I do properties... Yeah, no, I can't set this as a friggin' dock. So if I want to view my chat, then what I'm gonna have to do is just have OBS open up on my phone. Oh, hey, Slade. Hey, I see your message now. Sorry about that. As you can tell, like I said, there's a little bit of jank going on, which, you know, I suppose it's not a installation of Linux, or even just using OBS without something being fucked, because, yeah, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Help. Let's see, is there one for plugins? No, of course not. Basically everything that can go wrong kind of is. That is a hair annoying. Oh well. I guess we are going to the fuck it we ball phase of the stream. Oh, and then an ad break came up. Lovely. Or I no longer can read that. Or I don't have a stream bar. Can't really do much. Which is, again, annoying. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go to 7 days. Let me just turn on my controller real quick. Alright, let's see how this does. Yes, give me 7 Days to Die. Ah, right, because it's on Linux, I gotta wait for Vulkan shaders to process. Goodness gracious. Alright, let me just, Alright, yeah, that's a hairless jank. Good enough. Alright, yeah, that'll do. Good enough. Alright. Let me just, get this as the main thing. Yeah, sure, yes. I definitely read your end-user license agreement that I definitely care about. Yep. Alrighty. Options. Audio. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely gonna have to turn this down a little bit. Alright, there we go. Now let's start up a new game of 7 Days. Also, that is the easiest trivia Frosty Tools could have possibly given. Which actor stepped into the tools of replicant hunter Rick Deckard in Blade Runner? It's incredibly obvious, but for those of you guys, like, I'll just let you guys guess. Good old Danny Trejo, because if you're playing 7 Days, obviously you gotta play as Danny Trejo, correct? Alright, anyways, pre-gen, 10K2, offline, EAC, protected, off. Dude, I'm playing offline, I don't have to worry about about hackers. And if I do, I feel like there is more problems than just that. Actually, nah, turn this shit on. I want to see, no, like how that actually handles. Yeah, airdrops, yep. Drop on death. Nothing. Alrighty, let's do this. Again, apologies for whatever jank happens to show up. I'm having a, like I said, like this is my, like more of a test stream than anything, just to see what I need to adjust in between now and the next stream. But yeah, no, Harrison Ford, for those of you guys who didn't know that Frosty Tools trivia. Now obviously I don't have to worry about running into any, or theoretically running into any issues with system requirements, like me being over or under them, because I'm rocking extremely good hardware. We're talking a Ryzen 9 5900X and 64 gigs of RAM, and that is a friggin' Caterpillar. Or that was a friggin' Caterpillar, I should say. Anyways, time for me to spawn. They have also got 64 gigs of RAM. Alrighty. Give me that beautiful stuff in that there sedan. Ooh, hell yeah, that's actually pretty useful. I gotta open up the challenges window, because of course I do. I'm not really a fan of the challenge window thing, if I'm honest with you. So I gotta get plant fibers, wood, and stone. Easy enough. I mean, so far I can say this, at least, seems to have some performance issues that the Windows version did not have. And that could just be where the, Why am I punching? The fuck is going on here? Hold on, guys. Something's going slightly wrong. I don't know why, but it won't stop punching. Let me just turn off the controller real quick. Alright, let's see if we're still getting that issue. No. No! Alright, cool. Guess we're playing keyboard and mouse then. Now this is a problem I haven't ever seen, so I'm genuinely flabbergasted. This appears to be a Linux native problem. So not encountered the bug where it won't stop acting like you're holding the right trigger? Serious question, by the way. So yeah, like I said, the OBS version on Linux appears to be far, far behind the, like, Windows version in a lot of ways. Like, you can't, separate audio into sources, there's no docks. Now granted, I'm gonna warn you, this might just be Bazite. Like I said, this is my first time actually seeing this at all, like, it actually do that, because, like when I had this even on Pop! OS, I did not have the issues, you know, of stuff like that. I had just, you know, your standard, you know, docking and everything. Like, I don't know why it's different now, but it appears that OBS 3103 has regressed in a lot of ways compared to, like, what it had been. Now, I will say, performance is actually pretty okay. Like, compared to what I was expecting. Like, there's actually shockingly decent performance. Like, I'm not getting any issues with, like, any frame drops or anything. So I can say that it has improved in that way from when I was using this last year. But, like, there's a lot fewer features than there had been when I was using this, like, what was it, last year? Like, it's interesting. Right now I gotta make a bow. And I gotta get me some feathers. But first I'm gonna knock this over. Oh wow, we got that lighting bug. So yeah, no, like, even 7 days Linux port is quite, behind in a lot of ways. Because that lighting bug that you guys can see, like, is one that's been on 7 days since, I'd like to say 2023? But I might be, like, misremembering, but for some reason I don't think I am. Alrighty. Now, because I have Blood Moons turned on, I'm gonna have to actually start working on making a base. Also, epilepsy warning for those of you guys who have epilepsy. It occurs to me I should have already made that warning, but still. Also, it appears that, Gura is going to be graduating. And there's a couple reasons I say this. One, her announcement that she put up, like seems a lot like how a lot of, like announcements for, hey, yeah, no, I'm graduating, tend to be. And also, Mori Calliope, also of, Hololive, like, has postponed her Doom stream she was going to have tonight for, later. And also there was, you know, her Senzawa account happened to get dusted off to do a shark emote with comments conspicuously turned off about 6 days ago. And there's also, you know, the trip to Japan with Ame, and that she was very quietly, like, removed from the Tokyo ambassador board. So, you know, all that stuff together tells me we're no longer going to have funny shark girl.
Yeah. Great. Here you go.
Give me your job, jackass.
I got work to do. Word of advice. Next time, bathe before coming to a job interview.
Word of advice, blow it out your ass, buddy. Anyways, it has been too long since I've played this game to actually play it. Like, what's the, like, for me it's probably like to actually play this, like, properly. Like, I know I was, like, living in here, so I mean, it's really not been that long, but it just, you know, kind of feels like it, if it makes sense. What's in the liquor pile? Water, so once I can get a pot, like, once I figured out my base, I will be set. Because I have to make a, camp stove anyways. Watch this get me, copyright, struck or hit by the DMCA gremlins for, being in, like, the, base. Because, you know, how dare we have music? Like, that's something that's genuinely annoying to me, like how shitty the copyright laws are, like, if you're a streamer. And especially now that, where I can't separate my audio into different tracks, into individual, you know, audio captures, like, I'm kind of just stuck, which is annoying, to say the least. Alright, cloth, what's in the forge? Wood, or stone, I mean. I was looking at stones. Ah, yes, wood. I'm doing great. What do we have? Cotton. Nice. Alright. Now they want me to craft a land claim block, but personally, I don't care about that because I would rather be tracking this buried supplies quest. Now the lighting bug is quite annoying. Also, those, like, I recently watched the Dirty Jobs episode where the guy was, you know, working on putting one of these signs up, you know, where Mike Rowe was with the other guys. And holy shit, it is really cool how they do that, you know, how it's all put together and whatnot, like those billboards. Like, it is really cool. I want to take out this zombie too, I think. Now there's a little bit of jank with how hands are handled. I mean, as you guys can clearly tell, but I think it's alright, all things considered. Also, I think I know where I'm going to be putting my base, Chad. I think I'm kind of going to clear cut this forest here. First build my walls, and then kind of go from there. Because I do have a plan. What do I need, actually, for a land claim block? Literally just 5 stone. Okay. Let me actually, whoops, wrong button. Set up the land claim block. just so that way I can... There. Now I have an idea where to start, like, building. Because, like I said, I plan to actually make, like, a really good horde base. Or at least experiment with different designs until we get something that's at the very least serviceable. Because, like, I haven't played 1.0 with Horde Knights enabled, so I don't know how it is. I've heard very, very extremely good things about it, but I'm pretty curious to see what happens. And don't worry, even though I am clear-cutting this forest, chat, I will be rebuilding it, because, you know, I'm not a complete maroon. Only mostly a maroon, you know how that goes, right? Actually, real quick, I'm going to, set up the, chat box on this source, real quick. Hold on, browser... Add existing chat, okay, and put that onto this side. Alright, let me get her back going. Actually, you know what? I don't like how it looks. So you know what? Never mind. Which make sure it's here still. Yep, alright, cool. Anyways, back to the game. I do like how 7 Days appears to have borderless full screen now on Linux. It used to be like an actual pain in the ass to have to tab out. It's like, seeing this is actually really nice to me. It's like a lot of people tend to forget, like, for a while I had been daily driving, like, you know, Linux, and, yeah. But for those of you guys wondering what, distribution I am, doing this in, I am doing this in Bazite. And the reason I'm doing, like, Bazite as opposed to, like, you know, your standard Ubuntu or Pop, it's honestly just because I like Bazite. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, I've been daily driving it on my ROG Ally for the past week or two. And it's been nice. So I figured, why not have it on my desktop? And honestly, like, other than a couple of hiccups... Like, it's been pretty much fine. Why? What the fuck is my keyboard doing? Sorry, chat. Building block. Okay, so this tells me I need more wood. Easy enough. I need probably about 500 blocks worth of wood. Just so I can make not 500 blocks, well, actually probably, but at least 250 blocks worth of wood, so that way I can start on building the walls for my base. Got the flu, and it was ZX Plus, huh? Why do I get the feeling that didn't do anything, and didn't even have a snowball's chance in hell of helping with this flu? No, not 303. I just want 250, s'il vous plaît. There we go. It'll be 1:40. Let me just start replanting trees. And then we're going to check out this here camp POI. I just want to get these all planted, just so that we don't have to worry about it. Because one of the reasons I always try to replant trees, chat, for those of you guys who don't know, makes a very good resource for, like, base building. Especially if you're just, you know, starting out. I should probably actually make a bedroll real quick. Anything good in the car? Well, SUV, but still. Yes, actually. Very nice. Now I am quite possibly in one of the worst places to build a base, but I think we can make this work. Interesting, though, how close this digging site is to quite a few different POIs. Then again, it should probably tell you that I really don't like mess around with the pre-gens. I usually do either random gen or novice gun when I'm like, at least that's what I've been doing for 1.0. Maybe I should go start building walls. Actually, sorry for being so indecisive, chat. It's been kind of a long day, I will admit. Where the hell did I... There's my area. And thankfully, there's enough trees around here I can start clear-cutting if I have to build more. Because first, what I'm going to be doing is building my outer walls. And then I'm going to start with, theoretically anyways, start making like a nice shack. And kind of going from there. Alright. Oh, right. Why am I crouching? There's quite literally no purpose to that. Oh, shit. I fucked up. Okay, so I've already lost a building block. I believe to use a little bit of VTuber terminology, this is not Daijobu. I should probably build a door. You know, the hell am I doing? Oh, fuck. No, no, no. One door, thank you. Because doors use a shitload of resources. That'll do. I say, knowing that no, it in fact will not. So let's try this again. Thankfully, this is an easy enough fix. Do I have any points? Yes, actually, good. So let me just, strength, minor 69er. Let's see. You spawned right in my base, like right in the boundaries. Keyboard's having problems again. That's annoying. I was noticing it was having problems earlier, but I was hoping that they would have gone away. But you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it didn't, right? Good grief. Let me see if the controller's actually working right again. That appears to be a no. Options, controller, enable, yes, and yet... Oh. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to install some Logitech software. Let me actually quickly bump into the Software Center real quick, chat. Software Center, yep, okay. Logitech. There we go. Install Solar. Hold on. SOLAR. On the fly. Yes, the, yep. What do you mean it's offline? Alright, now. Sorry about that, chat. Now let me just switch back over to here. Again, on the fly. Are you even a Linux user if you don't have to do shit on the fly? Now, anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted by having to do a little bit of tech stuff on the fly. Kind of want to spec into knives again, but don't know which one of these does. Is it perception? No, perception is spears. What do I need for a spear, anyways? No, spears are easy as... You know what? I think I want to spec into spears this time. So I haven't spec'd into spears in quite a while. Let me also do one into, Pummel Pete and heavy armor. So they do about the same damage. Cool. Let me scrap these, because I have no use for them right now. Anyways, let me just go back to tearing this apart. And also get me a little bit of water. Apologies, chat. I'm just very friggin' thirsty right now, in real life. Though I'm getting kind of parched in game, too. I may be stupid. Now, I'm not saying I am, but, you know, I'm not saying I'm not either. 'Cause that, Goodness gracious. Hold on, let me just, give myself... Huh. That's a new one. Now, you guys can't see it, but, for me, there is artifacting here. So let me actually save and exit real quick, chat. I need to see... I don't know if that's corruption or just an issue with 7 days, but... we are relaunching because something's a little screwy right now. Now, I don't know what's going on, but there was artifacting there. Now, you guys can't see it, but for me, there is a mouse cursor right here. I hope this disappears when we're in game, because otherwise this mouse cursor right here that you guys can't see is going to be annoying as shit. Initializing world. Huh, there we go, that just disappeared. I just had to make my mouse big by shaking the hell out of it. Oh, never mind, it's back. So whatever's going on is something on, like, with Linux itself. Now, if I have to, I can theoretically figure out how to flash a live USB and get myself into a different distro. But I don't want to because, yeah, no, fuck that. And that is exactly my reasoning, honestly. I just really don't want to. Alright. Anything good here? Yep, some feathers, I guess. Not what I'd consider amazing, but it'll do. It'll do. Alright, let me just keep building. Because my plan is to have a well-built, at least starter base, slash shack. Yo, Doors Retro! How you doing, my dude? Oh shit, Murrah raid? Hell yeah! How's it going, dude? Sorry that there's no raid alerts. I gotta get all that shit set back up. I had to move back to Linux due to a, very interesting malfunction with a, hardware crash that took basically all of my, like, important streaming shit with it. So, yeah, I'm only on day 3 of being on Linux. How you doing, by the way, Doors? And Murrah, if you're still here, how the hell are you, dude? Ah, hola, huh? I mean, I can sort of understand Spanish. I mean, I know enough to say yo tengo huevos en mi culo, but every time I say that, people go, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you talking about oviposition and stuff like that? Truly, people just don't get it. Glad you're doing well, bud. You're scared and sleepy, your soul hurts? What were you doing? Let me just drop a shout out real quick. Hold on. SO at AUTU. Alright. How you were playing me side, huh? Of all the words to say this, I mean, I'm just gonna warn you ahead of time, dude. I say some very questionable shit, so I mean, yeah, you know. And yes, by the way, I do have Frosty Tool set up now, as you can see. Thankfully, that's pretty easy to set up, basically a one and done, other than like when there's updates. Are there zombies coming? Or is this just the music? Appears just be the music, alright. Oh yeah, no, it's incredibly cool. I think Frosty Tools is probably one of the coolest features, like things you can get set up. Now, if you have like something against AI, then obviously I'd say don't use it, but where it is AI powered, but it's not bad. Wait, what do you mean you've heard a lot of things, Doors Retro? Have we interacted before? If we have, I genuinely apologize, but I don't remember. And for those of you guys who are unaware of like why I have issues with recall, I have brain damage, so it affects my recall. And like, I'm being like actually serious here, like saying like, oh no, haha, funny streamer with brain damage. No, I actually legitimately have brain damage. So like, if we have interacted before, I sorry if I don't recall that. I need to get more wood, so let me just casually. All right. Oh, okay, yeah, no, fair enough. Let's see, probably take out, let's see. Probably start with these trees and kind of work my way through, because I gotta build some more blocks. Oh sure, you have a Blade Advent emote, huh? That's pretty cool. Blade's pretty cool, people. Let's see. I'm still surprised there is, like, finally semi-decent. I noticed the, like, kind of hand waving here I'm trying to do. Like, semi-decent, like, VTubing software on Linux. Like, there's a couple of problems, but I mean, especially for a distro that's basically, like, Steam Deck Lite, basically. Like, as far as Steam Deck clones go, like, it ain't bad, all things considered. That being said, depending on how things go tonight, I might actually move over to a different distro entirely because I'm noticing some serious problems. Now, thankfully, you know, setting this back up is going to be pretty easy. But, I mean, man, I'm not a fan of having to distro hop almost immediately. Because I'm just going to tell you guys just the issues I noticed streaming tonight. And, Like, just tonight I've noticed, artifacting that doesn't seem to come across on the stream, which, you know, okay, whatever. Like, artifacting is not the end of the world. Is it annoying? Absolutely. But also, as you can tell, there's issues with it, reading my keyboard. And, yeah. So I'm not sure what the hell's going on with that. Yeah, no. Another thing I noticed, though, is, like, the OBS, version for Bazite, which seems to be the latest one on FlatHub, is has some very serious regressions. I'm not sure, like I said, what the hell's going on with that, but yeah. Now, if I move to Pop! OS, there's the issue of it's basically Ubuntu. Like, for all the good and bad that there is with that. Now, and if I move over to Endeavor, it's like, oh hey, another Archbase. Whoop-de-friggin' do. But, oh man, I don't know. At least with Endeavor, I can just, like, I already have the flashed USB, so I can just kind of do that, but I don't know, you know? It's annoying having to try to figure all that stuff out. Yeah, no, that's totally fine, dude. Like, I understand I have a pretty shitty schedule where I have to stream at nighttime. I fully get, like, if people come in and just, you know, say hi and then dip, because, like, it kind of even hurts a lot of collab opportunities I have. Speaking of collabs, by the way, I'm actually recently started a collaboration with a tea, soap, and coffee company. So, you know, if you guys are interested, I can put up the link, which will automatically give a 10% off code. Plus, it'll also give, like, me a 10% commission. We got a boom emote, huh? That's pretty cool. Yeah, every now and again we have to do this. Yeah, no, I get you. Do I have an international discount? From what I can tell, like, that 10% discount does apply worldwide. Because, my friend over in the Netherlands actually used my code last night. Now, there's the whole issue of, you know, with tariffs, you know, taxes are going to be slightly higher, where this is a business done here in America, but, I mean, it's pretty good when it comes to that. Yeah, I believe so. Like, I can drop the link if you want to peruse the, products. Fuck. Okay, so if I do this, I gotta basically... Okay, gotta Minecraft this. That's easy enough. Alright, I will just drop the link real quick. And then just hit enter. There you go. Now, I will be actually, pretty soon, like, actually setting that, link up properly, like, as a command, but, I mean, you know, that's still, like, it's, like, I'm still surprised they were like, oh, yeah, hey, dude, like, we'll collab with you. Now, obviously, I don't have my own line or anything, but, I mean, that's just still really cool to me, that they were like, hey, yeah, no, we'll collab. Because, like, you know, I wasn't expecting something like this. Am I, happy about it? Abso-friggin-lutely. But, I mean, like, I'm just kind of surprised. More than anything. I know, like, the soaps are about $5 US. So, I mean, they're pretty reasonably priced. But, like, the coffee is about $16, give or take. Or no, $15 for a 12-ounce package. If I recall right, they are also, how much was it? Sorry. Like, for their blueberry cheesecake flavor, they were about... It was like $17 for a 12-ounce? And that's for whole bean. If you want a ground, there's another like couple of bucks on top of that. And then their tea, like for like loose leaf, I believe it was like 5 or 6 ounce. It was like if I recall, it was like $7 US, which it seemed kind of pricey, but it's also been a while since I've actually bought loose leaf tea, so I'm not, like, entirely certain if that's good or not. But they've got, like, a whole selection of herbals, non-herbals, and all that. Like I said, bars of soap from them are about, like, $5, give or take, a bar. And they've got ones that are smooth and ones that have herbs in them. Like, it's all done by one guy. If you buy Brazilian coffee, do you not pay fees on the site? I'm honestly entirely uncertain where it ships from the US. Like, if you want, I can ask the guy tomorrow. Because I still got a couple of questions I actually got to ask about affiliating. Like, because even though I am affiliated with the company, I need to know, like, what to know, you know, to not be a potential brand risk. So, like, if you guys got a list of questions, you know, feel free to whisper them to me, or even ask me, like, on Discord or whatever, and I'm more than willing to float them over to the guy. Or he's also, like, actually got an email to contact him with, like, put in his FAQs. Alright. I mean, so far, for an early game shack, this ain't bad. Still gotta come up with, hopefully at least, some spikes. How much are spikes, actually? Hold on. Not bad. I have 2 bedrolls. That's a hair annoying. Let's craft 6 of them. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Alright, I gotta chop some more trees. Ah, the perks of playing 7 Days to Die. Oi. Oh, there's some zombies taken down for the challenge. Like, I'm not really a fan of the challenge system and the way that's kind of handled in this game. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll kind of deal with that, because it's not like I got much choice. Oh, you can get it for $5? Oh, nice. Oh, apparently a fly flew into the fly zapper. I don't know of any coffee you can get where I am for $5, unless you're buying it already made, like as a drink. Let me just start replanting. That is going to be fun, just, So where do I plant the tree, then? Let me just, Alright. You thought the game was more like The Forest? You'd think so, but surprisingly enough, it's not at all like The Forest, from what I can tell. Also, there we go. One less problem to deal with later, and I just realized I forgot to put down a bedroll at my base, so I should probably haul ass back and do that. How much wood do I have? 146? That'll at least get, theoretically, this side done. Let me do what I should have already done, and set up a bedroll so I can respawn in my base. Alrighty, let me just scrap this one. Alright, at 8 a.m. upgrade, that's a little pricey, but not as bad as I was expecting. It's going to take a lot more than what I have, though, to fully upgrade my base, especially where I got to redo the, or say redo, but upgrade the roof. I'm going to have to put on spikes on that for dealing with the vultures. Which that's going to be a hair annoying. Hey, no problem, dude. Have a fantastic night. And yeah, definitely, like, I tried to Like, when I do stream, I try to stream about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard onwards. Sometimes I can do earlier, sometimes it's later. Have a fantastic night, dude. Alright. I am hungry? Watch this shit. Now I'm not hungry. Alright, now to chop down some more trees. Not too much left, I don't think, for tree chopping. Now, unfortunately, where I am likely to hop from this distro, this specific world is going to be a one-off, but I mean, it's kind of nice to just dip my toes back into 7 days. And if I can, I'll probably just move this world over to or I say this world like this, save onto another drive, and then just get into that like one when I'm doing Endeavor OS, but I don't know. Kind of annoying that I'm going to have to distro hop already, but where I was getting artifacting and having some other problems, better to just kind of deal with the issues now than let them fester. Do I chop down that tree? Maybe. Let me just start with this one and see how much wood that gives me. Actually, hold on. Let me, skills. Is there anything I want here? I mean, that one actually would be pretty useful, so I'm going to do that for now. Let me just double check this. Alright, that'll hopefully get me to finish this side and maybe even start on this one. Good lord, I forgot just, you know, how much wood was used when you're upgrading things. I think there's still more I'm going to have to do when I set up the spikes. I'm going to have to set up a bunch on the roof because, you know, vultures and Horde Knight? Yeah, no way in hell am I going to leave this space undefended. Now, granted, spikes are a very rudimentary way of doing things, but I figure if I do spikes, at least to start, then theoretically I should be fine. I think, you know, I'm talking as if I'm going to actually continue this world, but I'm still trying to decide, like, because I have noticed some other issues, like I had to restart, like this distro from the kernel because it decided to freeze earlier today, which was fun, but I don't know, you know, I do like Bazite, but, oh man, yeah, it's annoying that I'm having to already kind of seriously figure these things out. You know, I will give this operating system until Monday, and if I'm still having this issue on Monday, then I'll just kind of decide. You know, that's actually like a perfectly reasonable amount of time to wait. Or at least it's what I'm trying to convince myself of. Though other than that little bit of artifacting, it seems to be running perfectly fine, and this is the native Linux version of 7 Days, so, I mean, you know, it could just be an issue with 7 Days itself, at least the artifacting, which you guys couldn't see, but I could. Eh, like, I'll figure this stuff out. You have to chop down another tree or two. Thankfully, there's no environmentalists who are gonna nag in my ears like, oh, how dare you ruin our beautiful Arizonan forest. Because lore-wise, they got slightly blown up. Because, yeah. For those of you guys who don't know, in 7 days, there was the whole zombie plague, and then the whole world kind of ended in nuclear hellfire, for the most part. So, like, you know, there's really nothing left of the world at all, other than just, like, small pockets like this spot in, things like Arizona? Like, whatever the hell state. Like, it's Navisgon is the, name of the county. Of course, that's, you know, what I recall from, like, when I, was looking into this. Because there are, like, small newspapers you can find, too, that say, first there was a zombie plague, and then, you know, bombs, and I gotta repair my axe. Alright, easy enough. Yeah. Things I would say if I ran a store. Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? It occurs to me I forgot to be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Like, I know that Gura, like, was very likely graduating, which, oh, man, you know, especially where Mori Calliope, you know, also of Hololive, like, postponed her stream. It's like, oh, buddy. Good lord. Challenge, gather wood is complete. Yippee. I'll get, like, a little bit of experience out of this. Alright, anyways, you know, if I could talk. Don't know what the hell as always means. But anyways, let's chop down this tree. Okay, that's about 372. Which is nowhere what? Ah, weird. Some of these environmental noises in this game are just hog wild, to say the least. Like, I do genuinely adore the sound direction in this game. What's in this trash? Scrap and glue. You think they still made glue out of horses in 7 days? Or you think that's a no? The annoying thing about doing spikes like I'm gonna have to do, chat, like, each spike is 20 wood a pop. And where upgrading blocks is 8 wood a pop, that means I've got a long ways to go until, well, realistically, like, until I can do anything. Come on, keyboard, don't do this to me. I mean, you know, if I have to, I'll just get my actual physical keyboard hooked in, but I wonder why the hell my keyboard's having issues now. What kind of batteries does my keyboard take, actually? Takes triples? I will be right back. I got a thing of AAA's literally on the other table, so I'm gonna replace the batteries and see if that does anything for me. Let me just, real quick, pause the game. Now, I would play music, but where there's no, audio source separation or any of that you can do on Linux OBS without doing a plugin that doesn't even fucking work. Well, you know, gotta be creative. Oh, these were Duracells and they're already kind of having issues. Damn. Well, anyways, like I said, I will be right back. You know, say if I'm not literally just going over 5 feet. Alrighty. Why is there a lot of microphone audio? Oh man, did I forget to turn back on the background noise removal feature? Good grief. Let me just see. Alright, so you guys are hearing each and every single bit of audio as if I'm some kind of ASMR person. Let me just double check this. Alright, cool. Now let me actually turn on noise cancelling like I apparently forgot to. Filters, add filter, noise suppression, yes, RN noise, yes, close. There we go. Brand new batteries with a brand new keyboard, and apparently they were already dead. Good shit. So just the one zombie? Apparently. And on the first day, he say, sitteth the fuck down, you undead fiend. Thou shalt not plague this earth any longer. Alright, a little bit of ammunition, very nice. Some glue. Oh boy, I can't wait to sniff this. Okay, that may have been a hair far of a joke, but eh. Okay, here at Sentient Potato, we say some very questionable— oh, that's a feral. Come on. It's a shame that they removed Sexual Tyrannosaurus. That was actually a very good perk. Come on. Come on. Don't let it end here. Okay, that was just pure luck that I survived that. I'm not about to sit here and pretend that was anything other than pure luck. Oh, I am infected now. Lovely. And where I have no honey, I might be screwed. Let's do my stream manager again. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any messages, in case my phone was screwing up. Alright. Hold on. Let me finish doing this before I do any actual wall reinforcing, because I'm going to need a shitload of, what is it, cobblestone? Yes, a shitload of cobblestone rocks. Now, there's a reason I'm only doing a small shack, by the way. Like, this is entirely proof of concept. Like, there is a 50-50 this won't even work right. But like, at least for like a horde base to start, this should give me an idea of how to improve. Or at least, you know, that's the hopes. Anyways. How much is left, anyways? Still quite a bit. So I'm definitely going to run out of wood again. That's a hair annoying, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Come on. Is that a friggin— so it is. Rather annoying. Come here, buddy. Again, in case I didn't say it, epilepsy— was that a fucking bear? No, good. But yeah, no, epilepsy warning. Because lighting is slightly screwed. Come on, buddy. Now, I don't have a knife, but I do have an axe. That's close enough for a harvesting tool, right? Because that means I can drop the meat, because that's kind of useless to me right now. Anyways, let me make a knife real quick. And do I have any points put into knives? That's the wrong— agility. I do not, in fact, have any points put into knives. Let me just throw a point into deep cuts, because that bleed effect is very, extremely useful. Oh no, my leg's sprained. Oh no, terrible. Oh well. Anyway, it's time for me to chop down this tree so I can get a little bit more wood. Okay, so I just aggroed a zombie that's theoretically pretty far off. And we'll find out exactly how far off it is, you know, soon enough, I suppose, but, you know, still. There might be an ad break coming up pretty soon. I don't know how long it is where I'm having to do this on my phone. So I'm just, you know, warning you guys ahead of time that I have no clue. Alright, let's see. I mean, theoretically I can get myself enough wood just out of these couple of trees to finish the wall, but then there's still the whole roof to worry about, and then I gotta figure out how to get cobblestone rocks, and then wooden spikes, and it just never ends, as they say. You worry about one thing, and then 36 other things pile up. Especially when you're trying to do, like, a decent beginner horde base. So I've only ever tackled, like, the alpha, things. The announcement? Not yet, Chaotix. I just started streaming about an hour ago, and I haven't really had a chance to look. What actually happened, Chaotix, out of curiosity? Was it actually a graduation announcement, or what was it? You do have... Let's see. Yeah, I can't tell what that emote is. It was actually graduation. I kind of figured it was something like that, where Mori Calliope, did end up, you know, putting the stream off, but I was hoping I was wrong. I'm gonna get my knife up here. Are you looking for a break from advertisements? Do you enjoy seeing your favorite potato overlord? Do you like... Okay, I got nothing. But if you don't want advertisements, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button if you're on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, might I recommend Adblock? Honestly, like I say Adblock, but like if you're on Brave, you got that one. If you're on YouTube, I hear uBlock Lite isn't too bad for blocking ads. Feel free to block, like, ads if you're watching. Like, if you got Twitch Turbo, I mean, that's awesome, but, like, yeah. Like, I am perfectly content, like, y'all blocking ads however you wish. If you guys, like, don't wish to watch ads on my thing. Alrighty, just gonna, keep upgrading my base, because next step... Oh yeah, I should probably drink my water. Hold on. Like, my next step is going to be working on the roof and spikes, so I'm going to need far more than I have for anything, really. I should build a campfire so I can hopefully find a cooking pot. Alright, spikes... Okay, so I'd only be able to make 16 because spikes are the most resource-intensive item that there ever was in 7 days. Alright. But yeah, no, it's still crazy that Gura is graduating. Now, you know, like, she wasn't one of my, like, oh, she's who I'd, you know, watch every day or whatever, but, like, she was something of an inspiration for, you know, me choosing to, like, VTube and then stay on the grind. Also, I'm evidently going to have to reconfigure Frosty Tools a little bit. That's a hair annoying, but what can you do? Come on, just upgrade, damn it. There we go. Okay, so I have to clear cut some more of the forest. Easy enough. How smooth, by the way, does my stream look, to whoever's still watching? Does it... does it seem like it's stuttering or anything? Because I know Twitch's been seemingly having a lot of issues with people's streams stuttering today. So I am just a hair curious. Alright, let me just put that there, put that here, here, and here, and then yep. There we go. Alright, down to 8 seeds. Let me just put this down here, and then alright, time to go back to clear cutting the forest. I've done my environmentalism for the day. I'm surprised how good these have already grown. Obviously, I want these thicker ones because, you know, the thicker trees mean more wood, but still. More wood means more seeds, means more planting, means more wood, means more seeds, so on, so forth, ipso facto, and all that shit. Still sucks though that Gura's graduating. Wonder if we're gonna see Gura back under the Senzawa account. Or if Gura's just gonna, like, be done streaming and all that entirely. Not that I'd blame her one way or another, but still. It'll be interesting to see what kind of goes on. Yeah, probably, like, my first VTuber who I saw as Noshi. Like, was probably, actually a hard choice, because, like, it was either Gura or Snuffy. One of those two. Oh, hey! You guys can't see it, but there is artifacting starting right here again. Not sure what that's about. And that is something that's wrong with just the Linux port of this game specifically. Because, you know, fun pimps are just so great at QA. And if I say that fast enough, I almost seem convincing, right, Chad? Like, honestly, like, they kind of just left their Linux port of this game to rot in a lot of ways, which is unfortunate. Like, sure, we got it out, build 1.4 and all that, but, I mean, like, it's got specific problems that are Linux-specific, and as well as some things that are just, like, entirely untouched, and bugs that have been entirely unaddressed for years now, which is rather annoying, to say the least. I wonder if Snuffy still streams. Let me just come back over here. That's probably going to be one of the next places I... Oh wait, no, that's the trader hub. Never mind, I can't trade there. Oh, there we go. Time to make my way back over to my base so I... Whoops. So I can finish, building. I want to at least get the walls and the ceiling done. What? Oh, hello, buddy. And on the 7th day, he stayeth the fuck down, and don't riseth from thine grave this time. Alright, what do I need for this? What kind of door is that? Hold on. An iron door, which I'd need 10 forged iron for. Alright, so I can't really do anything with that now. Oh, interesting bit of lag there. I'd understand if my rig was significantly weaker than it was, but I mean, this game will run on a 4th gen Intel Core i7 and a GTX 980, so I mean, I don't know, buddy. Alright, cool, I leveled up. Let me just come over here. I got nothing to eat. Lovely. What do I have that I can do? Parkour would actually be useful. We're just gonna start with oh, I forgot I actually did that one already. We're gonna start with kind of quadrants and kind of just upgrade that way. Like, there is a method to my madness, and it's mostly just admittedly madness, though. Alrighty, so far so good. Just gonna make this square now, and then just upgrade that way. So far so good. Do the middle now. Diagonal. And then finish the cross. Alright, now I got enough wood to finish this side entirely. But this tells me I'm gonna have to go back down for a little bit more wood, which is annoying, certainly, but feasible. I knew I was gonna need more wood, but I'm just glad to have a better idea now. So far, so good. Just gonna finish this side. I'm gonna get the other 2 blocks. I'm gonna have to head back down and chop down some more trees. It's a good thing there's no sleep mechanic in this game, because I could see that going pretty terribly. But at the same time, I can understand why people may have wanted this at one point, but yeah, you know, kind of one of those things, I guess. Alright, I'm out of wood. Looks like I'm going down. Alright, let's see. Where should I start? Probably over this way. The good thing is, zombies are no longer running, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, when it comes back to, you know, 4 o'clock, obviously they'll be back to running, but it's not 4 o'clock right now. It's, or not 4 o'clock, when it goes to 8 o'clock, I think it is. 20? Or 20:30, I'd like to say. Either way, then I'll have to worry, but right now, I'm good now. That's more what I'm saying. Anyways, back to clear cutting. Yippee! Sorry, just get myself a cup of water. Goodness gracious, my throat is drier than hell. Hopefully this doesn't count as on the trader's property. Alright, good, it doesn't, so I can chop this one down. Probably gonna aim for about 500 wood. Because after this, like once I've done the roof, my next step is to start building spikes, and those, for those of you guys unaware, are about 20 pieces of wood a pop. So those are gonna take a while. Oh great, I'm hungry and thirsty again. Lovely. I was kind of hoping a zombie would have killed me already, so I could have, you know, gone about, like, you know, getting the, digging mission done, but alas, that was not meant to be. kind of surprised. Looking like I might actually die of starvation before I die of, anything else. I'm genuinely, quite surprised. Oh, apparently Matt's having some problems with his, connection to Twitch. So it might actually be a, Twitch server-side issue. That's, always lovely to play if I could talk. Always lovely to see. And yes, there's a little bit of sarcasm there, of course, but, like, I don't know why the hell Twitch has been having so many server problems. Like, there's a lot of folks I know have, like, very, very good connections who are having very serious problems with, like, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's, like I said, it's very, very interesting to see. Okay, so the trade-offs are not worth it. I might actually die of starvation. That's surprising. Like, I usually never die of health, of starvation or thirst in this game, but apparently... No, this might actually be an exception. Sorry, I'm just kind of, like, blown away, because normally, like, that is basically a complete non-worry for me. Yeah, come on and heal already, leg. We got shit to do. Such as die. You know, the important stuff. Alright, get me an egg. That only does 5. Yeah, I'll wait then for now. Which make sure there's no zombies this way. That'd be kind of annoying to die and then just have my base get taken down by a stray friggin' zombie. Now, thankfully, I've got the reinforcement done, so it'll be less of an issue than it would be, say, if I were to have this still made of what is essentially a fat block of OSB. But, I mean, still, So, look me in the eyes and tell me this isn't just OSB, right? Alright, now, let me just go back over to the axe, and go divide this in the middle again, like I've been starting to do. Then we're going to divide this twice more. Maybe even thrice and, anyways, like at least 3 and 4 times more. It just kind of depends on how much of a job this turns out to be. I wonder why they chose to texture these blocks to look like OSB, though. Like, that's genuinely surprising to me. I mean, I'm not complaining, because it's cool to see, like, quote-unquote building blocks that look like, actual wood used in construction of anything, really. But, like, still, like, I kind of wonder why they went for that look, though it is very awesome to see. Alright, just gonna finish up this square, and then gonna do this one down the middle, about here. Okay, so I lied, I'm already gonna do this one through the middle, but that's so I don't forget. Because I gotta divvy this up anyway, so I might as well get it out of the way right now. Yes, I'm aware I'm starving, game. There's quite literally nothing I can do about it. You don't have to give me warnings. I'm aware I'm gonna starve to death before anything else. Theoretically, I should at least be able to finish the roof before I die. Which, I mean, even if the, like, starvation and thirst don't get me, the infection probably will. Because, unfortunately, I got by one of the night zombies, and, well, it was a feral, so, I mean, it was to be expected, because on night 1, dealing with a feral with Stone Age tools, especially when you're not really spec'd in as good as you could be, yeah... Kinda tempted to spec into agility, but I'm trying to decide. I made sure to throw a point into, like, multiple weapons, upgrades just to be safe, though. Also threw a point into parkour. Oh, hey, cool, I leveled up. You know, I think I will set a point into agility and kind of spec into that a little bit. Because, honestly, like, I really enjoy agility because knives are OP as hell. And, that bleed damage is well worth the, like, annoyance of having to, like, spec into that. I'm out of wood already? Goodness gracious, I thought I had enough. Well, thankfully, the forest I've started to regrow is starting to, well, regrow. Don't know why I say it like that, but still. Alright. Well, you know, Smokey can't get mad at me because I'm not starting forest fires. Just making sure there were no zombies around. Now, where I am starving to death, unfortunately, stamina's basically a non-entity for me. You know, I'm gonna go wander into town just so that way hopefully a zombie can get me so I can start fresh. Hello? Zombies? Hello? Ah, nice beehives. Except for the one that got knocked over. And then this, presumably, before all the glass or whatever got knocked out, was a greenhouse, because, you know, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, right? I don't even have enough stamina to power attack more than, like, once at a time. Not that it matters, because, I mean, dude's already dead. Alright. Again, you guys can't see it, but there is just this weird artifact box right here. Weird. Anyways. Hey, buddy. Have you heard the good word of the living? Ain't I delicious, buddy? Just get me killed already. Hurry up. There we go. Finally. Like, that was actually rather annoying. Because where I was that crippled, like, there was nothing I could do. Now, thankfully... Holy shit, I spawned way out of the way. Oh well, it gives me a chance to start taking down this tree, I suppose. I'm gonna, get, like, 500 more wood, and I'm gonna start doing that digging quest, because I want to get some more trader quests out of the way. Because if I can do some trader quests, then I should be able to get a little bit of cash, which means I should, hopefully, be able to start purchasing some food and water. Now, eventually I plan to, start a farm and all that, but right now that's not exactly in the cards, because well, right now, with my skills as weak as they are, I am a tad incompetent. Though one could argue that's just my standard modus operandi, but, you know, well, that's how that goes. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna come for this here zombie. Hey, buddy. What took you so long? Nice blouse. Oh. Okay, it's just that one zombie making all that noise. With my headphones, it sounds like it's making that noise all around me. Ooh, very nice. Even nicer, alright. So I should be able to, hopefully, pretty soon, start, like, upgrading my base a bit more. Now, obviously, I gotta do the roof eventually, but... you know, right now, bigger fish to fry. There don't appear to be any zombies around my base, so that's nice, at least. More cobblestone, very nice. My name is Sarvio. If I could talk. Man, if I'm going over my words this bad, I need more water into me. Let me just, yeah, get some water to me, because I'm just stumbling on my words this bad. Anyways, time to go and dig a hole. And I see some very nice trees to, take down when I can. Now, if it wasn't for the whole, like, there's no audio separation unless I install a third-party, plugin that doesn't even fucking work. Like, if it wasn't for that issue, like, I'd be playing some Spotify or something. But, where that is an issue, like, I can't listen to Tom Petty. So, just imagine Tom Petty's breakdown, I guess. Or just play it alongside, this stream, I guess. You know, or just, like, either way, I mean... Okay, there's where the thing starts. Let me actually knock down this here tree, because it's in the way. Or this is my excuse for wanting to collect some wood. Now, as you can tell, I have a good, like, shitload of, like, different, like, seeds, which means I'll be able to start planting a whole bunch more trees in the forest. Because I plan to use a shitload of wood, because, you know, there's stuff on the roof, and then I gotta do spikes, ipso facto, right? Oh, there's a nice tree right here, too. I gotta say, it is kind of goofy how the sound cuts off, but that appears to be just like Linux jank. And by Linux jank, I mean Linux port jank. Now anyways, before I just keep cutting down trees and not doing the buried supplies quest... Also, yeah, like, again, epilepsy warning, the lighting is slightly screwed. Oh wow, I missed a bot. Damn, Sari is right on top of that shit, huh? You say I got plenty of clay. Once I can get myself a forge, which that's going to be a while from now, that'll go, like, good in the forge. Now, I have actually gotten myself a forge and a workbench before in my stream. Well, I say in my stream, but not on my stream, but, like, in my own, like, personal, like, time, but... Like, if I keep this distro, then we might actually aim for that on stream. Because some forged iron and forged steel especially would be really, really nice. I'm closer to the treasure. Now let's see if I can in fact get myself enough of the clay and whatnot here to make a difference. And by make a difference, I mean, like, get me closer to the treasure. You know, since Gura graduated, or put out her announcement she's graduating, who do you guys think is next from Hololive? My money's, like, unless Ame's already, like, did Ame already graduate? Like, I apologize. Like, I think Ame already did. Wait, what the hell? Like, who do you think is going to be next? So, do you think it's going to be Mori, or do you think it's going to be, someone else entirely? Because I kind of wonder, like, if it's going to be, Mori next, all things considered. Because Hololive, as you can tell, has been just making, like, abysmally terrible decisions. So, I mean, you know, it goes... Like, it does make you wonder. Well, anyways, just time to keep shoveling, I suppose. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so will you soon, I suppose. Time to just keep on digging. Buried food stash. Again with the artifacting that you guys can't see. Alright, drop that, take the pisswasser and the thing here. Who do you think you are trying to sneak up on me, buddy? That chrome dome was signaling me from miles away. These zombies, guys, absolutely goofy of them, huh? Well, anyway, it's time for me to go get my little bit of, Oh, hey. Another zombie? Might as well get the experience from it. At the speed it was going, I was half expecting it to be a feral. I know how many hits it took, I was kind of half expecting it to be a feral too, but surprisingly it was not. That's pretty cool, at least. Alrighty, time to make our way over. Ah, gee, my wall of trees seems to be rather successful at walling off. Let me just start planting some more. Start a new wall of trees. Some people can't see the forest for the trees, they say. I say some people can't see the trees for the forest. Both are factual statements, though. Both are entirely irrelevant to this decision, or to this, like, conversation, but I felt I can pretend to be pseudo-intellectual for 5 seconds. Anyways, that's enough pseudo-intellectualism from me. Let's, keep going. Only about 7 more saplings to plant. Alright, only about 150 more meters to go. Because obviously this is a, like a universe where America uses those filthy commie units instead of proper imperial system. Truly, America fell way too far before the zombies and the bombs hit. What a shame, huh? Now, if you can't tell, I'm just kind of screwing around. Like, this game's always done, metric units, but, you know, I can crack the joke.
Congratulations. Here's your reward.
Give me the pistol, s'il vous plaît. Calling me a sucker, brother.
Piss off fastest.
Yeah. I forgot how much of a dickhead this trader is. For right now, this is going here, so is this. Alrighty. Let me just, Alright, so I can buy myself... Alright, food, cooking... Ooh, a cooking pot? Very useful, if I could afford it. Not really worth it right now. 104, not worth it. Bones. Let's see. Yeah, fuck it, I will sell these. Because I need that cooking pot.
Ching. Thanks, buddy.
Do you have any jobs? Give me the fetch quest.
You need some more. Can't say I'm not surprised. Good
Alright.
luck, kid.
Give me this. 15 rounds, that'll at least buy me, like, a little bit of time. Oh, hey, I got sent a message. Oh, just, they're trying to invite me into a Facebook group, even though I only use Facebook to, communicate with family. Alright. Time for me to get a, cooking setup, so that way I can start boiling water. Because I'm already broke. What a surprise. But if I can at least get water starting to boil, I do have a chance of survival. Alright, let me just throw this here. Not right now. Alright, that'll give me at least a little bit of food. But I gotta start chopping down some trees because I'm rather, without wood again, because I needed money to get myself a, cooking pot. I mean, obviously I can do the fetch quest, that'll give me a little bit more money so I can start, at least theoretically, getting myself a couple things I need. But, if I can't get books, I might be screwed entirely. but theoretically, these quest rewards should get me some books. Or at least that's the hopes. Suppose we'll find out one way or another. Alright, there's one tree down. We'll just come on over to here. Like I said, I want to at least get myself, hopefully, like a good chunk of wood, because I still gotta finish that roof, and then I've already mentioned spikes. It'll be interesting either way. Time to actually make my way back over. Once I've chopped down this here tree. You looked at me funny, you go to... Once I've repaired my axe, you go down. Huh, artifacting's gone again. That's weird. I'll just make my way back over to the base, because I'm not sure, like, how long this is taking. Already got my water. Very nice. That was my biggest concern right here. Anyways, time to start planting some trees. Oh, it's going to be a floating tree, not the first time. Because the tree placement system is a hair... interesting, I suppose I should say. Sorry, I had an air bubble caught in my throat. Okay, so there's still a lot of time left. But I can chawn an egg to, just kind of while away the time. At least before I go back to, chopping down trees. Like I said, I need to go up there and fix the roof. I say fix it, more upgrade, and then where I've only got 5 or 6 spikes, that's not even going to be enough to cover a small portion of the roof. In fact, once I chop down this tree, my next thing is going up to finish that roof, at least for the upgrading it out of building blocks. So I hear Invincible's a pretty good show. I only just like started reading the comics not too long ago, so there's... Ooh, that's interesting. There's still a little bit, like, before I can, like, even pretend to start with, like, watching the show, but... I mean, so far, the little bit I've read of the Invincible comics are pretty nice. Like, at least as far as a Kirkman work goes. Like, I really do love, like, a lot of Robert Kirkman's, you know, works. It's just a shame he's become quite tame and, kind of self-hating when it comes to a lot of his stuff now. Like, have some fucking balls, man. But, you know, that's how it goes nowadays. Like, bros become everything he used to mock, which is very fascinating to watch. Alright, let me just come back into here, because my next thing is going to be... Well, theoretically anyways, actually, let me, put about half of this into here. That'll get me, about 5 pieces of... Well, when I say 5 pieces of, like, 5 spikes, so, let's do this fetch quest first, and then we'll go start working on, chopping down more wood to get spikes. Now, thankfully, I have days set to 60 minutes, so I've still got quite a bit of time before I have to worry about, well, anything, really, when it comes to spikes. But there is a horde coming on day 7, so at the same time I gotta kind of get my ass in gear. Now, thankfully, like, fetch quests are pretty easy, but I also gotta get myself a source of food, and a source of water where I don't have one of those, water, collectors. I might be slightly screwed. But, you know, fetch quest first, logistics later. Because the reason I'm going to be putting spikes on my roof first is because of vultures. Because vultures are a very serious problem I gotta plan for. And where, from what I understand, Horde Night is basically a constant deluge of, monster, like zombies and, you know, all that kind of stuff in general. Like, this could be very interesting to see. Because we're already on day 2. Time is a-tickin'. If I don't get my ass in gear, I might never get my ass in gear. Ah, there we go. Timber! Tin. Ah, hello, buddy. You come to feel my shaft? Is that what's going on? Guess not. I'll keep working the shaft on my own, then. Interesting texture issues. And hey, the, issues back here with the corruption. Or artifacting. Lovely. I really hope FunPimps do address their, you know, the issues with the, PC port of this game, but I suppose we will find out. And by we, I mean me and the other Linux players who bitch and moan to, have the FunPimps devs just ignore us, like happens with most issues as a, Linux user or even a 7 Days player. Alright, anything good on the shelf here? A little bit of cloth. This is a tier 3 already. Why am I already at a tier 3? Gyms, Gun Fortress, Tim's, Beer, and Liquor. Already on, dudes. Oh, okay, just the Jerry's Fill over here, okay. Let me just, check this here truck for anything good. Garbage. A little bit of cash here. Feather. Garbage. Well, I'm calling lead garbage, but... And some of y'all probably are cringing at me just chucking that, but right now, at least, like, it is entirely useless to me. I'm gonna go through this place once, just to get some of the loot, hopefully some food. Or at least some resources so I can start boiling water, so I have a decent enough water supply ahead of me. That's very useful, actually. I appear to have aggroed a zombie by the sounds. Multiple by the sounds. Oh, I'm over here, buddy. You coming through, buddy? Oi. Well, just because it's the end of the world doesn't mean you guys can't have manners. And let me hit first. Now this one could be interesting because this is turning into a night mission, which means, shit's gonna get awful hairy because these guys are gonna start running pretty soon. Oh. Ha. Dude's gotta be on this side, right? Dude and a friend. Lovely. Not interested. Do not want. Anyways. Time to just start this again, reset the POI. Let's see how it reconfigures itself. Very nice. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so it's up here. Hello, buddy. Texas. Now let me just climb my way up here. Hey, buddy. You come for a visit? Oi! Wanker. I missed. Talk shit and immediately miss. Some things never change. Alright, very good. Now let's see, is there any medical supplies? A medical journal and a splint? Or that's not a splint, that's a cast. Very nice. Scrap this. Alright, drop these. Oh, we don't have a forge. Or a chest even set up. Kinda useless to me. That'll sell. What's over here? Scrap, that's what's over here. What's in this here crate? Where the hell did I put my axe? Well, anyways, time to just take this out. And what is in the car parts box? Very useful. Also nice, because that'll be a little bit extra cash on top of whatever reward I get for completing this. Now my next goal, once I played out this here semi, is to haul ass back to the, apologies, sorry, I had a little bit of a frog in my throat. But to, get to the trader, preferably sooner rather than later, because at, already 16:56, it's going to be sooner rather than later the trader closes and the zombies start running at me. And I don't know about you guys, but I want at least a little bit of a head start before the fuckery. Oh, you guys hear 4chan went down today? That sucks, because, like, that... Like, for the people that hadn't already migrated to Twitter and other sites, like, that was a containment site, much like, Tumblr was. So this will be interesting, to say the least, to see what kind of comes of that. I'm trying to give myself a little second's rest. Alright, only about 80 meters to go. Let me just come through here. Come on, trader.
Well, you proved me wrong. Now take your reward and get the hell out of here.
Alright, give me a job. Give me another fetch,
You better not
yes.
fuck this up. You
May
got
I see
money
your
this
inventory,
time,
jackass?
you just
Yep,
piss me off.
yep. Here,
Look, motherfucker, I'm already overstocked on those.
might I recommend blowing it out your ass, buddy? You might actually get like a hair more in the way of customers. Damn, that is pricey as hell. Lurky lurk. Thanks for the lurk, Storage. Hope you're having a fantastic evening despite the Gura announcement.
You cheap-ass son of a bitch. That's all you're gonna buy?
Like I said, blow it out your ass, buddy. Yeah, thanks for the lurk, Storage, genuinely. Let me just come on over here. Do that. Alright, in the next 10 minutes, give or take, there's going to be an ad break. Alright, open that, open that, open that, open that. Very nice. Okay, we've only got one murky water, which is not ideal, because I need a hair more. But I can at least start with spikes again. That'll be 18 more spikes, which ain't much, but that'll at least start me, and I can start chopping this wood here too. Alright, here's one tree down, which basically yielded nothing. So I have to let these trees... Actually, this one... Okay, no, I have to let these trees mature a lot more to get me some wood. I am thirsty. Not anymore, I'm not. But I'm also now without a water source, so this is going to be a hair unpleasant. Not sure which hair, but one of them, right? I'm only at 150 wood, which is not the cartel house. Huh. Hey, vato! You got any, you got yourself any supplies over there, buddy? No, hi! No habla inglés americano? Alright, sheesh, man. Alrighty. This is actually where I had my base the last time I, like when I was playing on... Oh, shit, that's a dog. Oi. And my leg is sprained, and now I am infected. How lovely. If it ain't one thing, it's the other, and dogs are the most annoying enemy that there is in this game. Like, obviously, you know, if you guys have played this game, you're already well aware dogs are the most annoying enemy, but, you know, it's one of them things. Don't need me that rotting flesh. But that'll get me at least 17, again with the lighting errors. Anyways. At least get me a 17 currency. Casino tokens, I believe they are. Ah, my leg! Alrighty. Still need a hell of a lot more wood. Theoretically, though, if I get this wood, I should be pretty good for, like, getting my, spikes built, or at least have a hell of a lot more, though I need more than that, not just to do the roof, but to do around my base, too. At the very least, spikes should slow down a good few of the zombies. Though if I had, you know, the stuff, like for, Jenny's, that's a, motorbike zombie. I am genuinely surprised to see a motorbike zombie this early in. Normally motorbike zombies are a day 3 thing for me, so I'm genuinely surprised. Yeah, ad break coming up in the next, like, 8 or so minutes. I realized I had the timing slightly wrong, so just a warning. For those of you guys who aren't subscribed and don't have turbo or any of that, figured give y'all the warning now, so that way y'all are adequately prepared. We'll just chop down this here already prepared camp wood. Beware of dog. Oh, I've been aware. I'm just gonna take down these chunks of wood too. Let me just chop down that. Ooh, short iron pipes are gonna be very useful. Let me just come in here with my spear. Hello? Anybody home? Wow, it smells like rotting flesh in here. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. Very odd. Alright, where was that zombie I aggroed? Oh, hello, motorbiker. You are just determined to ruin my day, ain't you? 'Cause you are a tough son of a bitch. And you will stumble towards me because screw anything reasonable. Now give me a second to let my stamina regenerate. Oh, you're gonna start running soon. Oh dear. So I'm screwed either way, is what this is telling me. It's just a matter of if I can take this guy out before he starts running. And I can already tell you the answer is no, because he's gonna start running in a couple of seconds. Oh, I got my stamina regened enough. Oh, cool, I actually took him out. Very nice, because the motorbike zombies are some of the toughest early game zombies. Like, they do take a fair few whacks just to, die. They're about on the same level as, like, the, weaker ferals. Alright, let's see. What's in the cupboard? A pumpkin. Suppose I'll chow on a pumpkin, then. Oh boy, what's for dinner? Oh great, charcoal again. I go out and bust my ass every day in the post-apocalypse, and you leave me charcoal? Damn. At least I got more water to boil. Anything here? Nope. Alrighty, what about over here? What's in the shitter? Piss wasp, sir. No friggin' way. How about the backpack? Nothing that's of any use until I can start speccing into anything involving farming. So basically, right now, I am entirely just screwed. Alright. Not ideal, but fuck it, we ball. The Animal Hoarder. Oh great, I can't wait to see, any... Oh no, we're not at the Leonard's residence now. Hello, Leonard's! I've come for your pickles. Hello? We got a sealed crate here. Don't mind if I do. Oh! Okay, that actually did startle me, as you can probably tell by the flinch there. Tools Digest, don't mind if I do. Because that's going to be incredibly useful. Alright, got me some scrap polymers, very nice. Am I going to get anything of use to me for anything other than trading so I can get myself some stuff? So far, that is appearing to be a no, and go fuck your hat. Aye! Hey, buddy, why don't you come out the door here? We need to have a talk. You guys are up all night doing your noises, and I gotta say, that is not ideal, alright? I don't need to hear at 3 a.m., alright, guys? Consider this your one and only warning to not go at night, alright? Again, epilepsy warning, because the lighting is fucked. And also there's flashing lights. Actually, what is this even worth? 12? Alright, I'll deal with it then. Untouched cupboard. Alright, gonna put this actually into my hotbar. Was it like, F for flashlight? Yes, alright. Now if I had the burning shaft mod for my spear, I wouldn't have to worry about that, because I can just use my spear to light my way, but right now that's not in the cards. Do we have Pisswasser? No, we have dubious paper. Understood. Alright, we got us a little bit of cloth scrap. How about this here cupboard? Ooh, nice. Very useful. Alrighty. Well, that appears to be this residence, looted. Well, actually... Ooh! Wow, glad I actually, did a little bit more looking. Oh, now I can make a dew collector. What do I need for a dew collector, actually? Dew. So I need 1 more pipe, 90 more polymers, and 4 more duct tape. That ain't bad. What's in this here cooler? Very nice. Let me just chop down this here tree. Because like I said, I need to get a lot of spikes to do the roof and then to do kind of around my base to slow down the inevitable Day 7 horde. And I gotta figure out how to upgrade my base so that way it's better prepared for the next day, because... I say the next day, but like for the next horde after that, because, yeah, if I don't prepare, like, there's every chance I get entirely filtered. Oh well, for right now I'm just gonna gather as much wood as I can. I mean, I'll have to do the, quest eventually, but... right now I want to, see about taking down trees and upgrading my base. And also, you know, collecting food and, water resources. Or as I have to, unfortunately, purchasing them from the, trader, which is a hair annoying, but, you know, what can you do? Ah, there's the ad. I had the right time frame, give or take. That is a power pole. How am I at for wood, anyways? 794? Not enough. Nowhere near enough, in fact. Ah, now we're at running zombies time. I had the right time frame, give or take. Okay, that tree is way too skinny to be of any use for anything other than collecting a seed. That's fine. I'll still take it down. Now, time to just start clearing my way through the Fermier residence. Hello? I'd like to purchase some sugar. Or have a nice old beer. I'd ask for cold, but I mean, we are post-nuclear apocalypse. I'm surprised y'all even have lights, much less a refrigerator. Okay, that actually did startle me. Good grief. A red paintbrush. How odd. I mean, if I did decoration in 7 days, that would be pretty cool, but I don't. It's not my forte. I've aggroed the zombies upstairs. They're gonna start swimming from my booty hole. That is a beer. That is useful. Hey, why did I say swimming for it? With 6 murky water, that is gonna be very useful. Oh, fuck me. I bit off way more than I could chew. As they say, in this case being me, mistakes were made. And oh boy, do I understand the extent of the mistake I just made. Thankfully I was already dying and I just took one down with me, but... good lord. Okay, so that was a hair more painful than I was expecting. Alright, spawn near my bed. Ooh. Alright, buddy. Maybe, lay off the post-apocalypse Taco Bell next time. Like, I recognize I can... oh! That's the exact same groan I make after I've had, like, one too many, spicy potato soft tacos. Which, I mean, realistically, lemons for me is like 2 of those before I'm like, oh! But I mean, you know, still. No need to be over-dramatic, Mr. Post-Apocalypse Man. Alright, so I suppose for this bad decision I'm gonna go and check out Pete's hidey hole. I need to get myself all set up to do what I need to anyway, so... Polymers and duct tape. Working stiff. Joke's on you, I worked flaccid. Oh! This is not ideal. This isn't even close to ideal. In fact, I would call this rather non-ideal. In fact, I would say there's probably like 1 or 2 curse words interspersed with how not ideal this is. Alright, suboptimal, that's the word I was looking for. Oh shit, I was cut on the geometry. Oh shit, they are fast. Again, suboptimal as they say. And then there was one. Come on, buddy. Well. Who else wants some? Need to quote that one song. Everybody wants some! I want some too! Now where are you, buddy? I wish to introduce you to the pointy end of my shaft. Or as all the cool kids are calling it, I suppose, my spear. I can hear them. Like, they're clearly aggroed, but I actually genuinely don't know where they are. So for right now, I'm going to operate on the assumption that they are too far away to worry about. Which may or may not be a bad idea, but that is later me's problem. Alright, scrap this, scrap that, read that, drop that. Scrap that. Sounds like they're over that way. Alright, read that, take that, take that. And, take this out real quick. What's in the Shamway box? Pure mineral water. That is actually very good. It is also a very, very rare thing to come across. Like, to put it in perspective how rare it is to find pure mineral water, this is my first time in about 5 or 6 playthroughs that I have encountered pure mineral water in this game. Hey guys, what are you guys doing over there, huh? Come for a visit with your old Uncle Tater? Your Spud Overlord, as they say? Ah, fuck me. Ah, mistakes were made. I might die down here. Not again. Okay, I'm not gonna get this. Ah, I got it. I'm dead. But that doesn't matter because I got the thing. Now. Man. Alright. So... now that I, am back respawned, and lost some more XP, let's see what I got. Another shovel? Alright, cool. Scrap that. Repair this. Keep that. Let's see. Scrap that. Put this back here. Put this in here. Now, okay, my base is over this way. Do I have any points? Yes, actually. I'm gonna throw that into, Pack Mule. Because otherwise it's gonna be very, very painfully slow. Honestly, though, like, anything above, like, 1 or 2 encumbrance is already pretty painfully slow. Let's only make about 50 spikes. Because it should give me a pretty good start. Alongside the 20s I already have. Why am I going this way when I'm looking for is over this way? Oh, hello, buddy. I've come for your skull. I missed. Oh, look at this nerd Naruto running at me. It's not 2019, little bro. There is no Area 51 to raid. That's already been bombed. Let's see what's in the pickup truck over here. Spear. Nah, I'm good. I'll take that, though. And that. Now if I can get one more of that, and then, like, 80, give or take, more polymers. Maybe 90 still, but I can start working on a dew collector. Hey, buddy. These damn zombies, who do they think they are? Come on, just because it's the end of the world doesn't mean you gotta try eating my flesh. I don't try to eat your flesh. Come on, professionals have standards, guys. Anything good in this here pickup truck? Survey says... yes, actually. If I can start taking out these, tires I see on the road, that should give me at least a little bit more of a, resource. So I'm trying to get 100 polymers. Which, let me tell you, that's going to take forever. Oh shit, I didn't realize I was this close to the military checkpoint. That is actually very good information to know. So I'm gonna probably take down this. Actually, with that close to the checkpoint, I'll probably have at least 2 or 3 soldier zombies on me, so it's probably best if I just keep moving towards bait. What the fuck? Who do you... Get out of here. There's no more NASCAR, little bro. Anyways... just gonna kind of cut through the checkpoint just to head across the bridge. I hope there's no, like, burn zombies about to pop up from here, because that would be a bit annoying. Easy enough to deal with, but man, take those, grab that, drop that. Ah. Torsos. I mean, crawlers are annoying, but they are easily dealable. Granted, I say that as I'm failing at, destroying them, but, I never claimed to be competent. If you're looking for competence, I regret to inform you have the wrong streamer for 7 days. Alright, hold on a second, buddy. Gotta catch my breath, in my old age here. In this here post-apocalypse. Gotta catch your breath where you can, and not that you gotta worry about that, where you're a flesh-eating nightmare creature. At least the pathing is screwed up, so I don't have to really worry. Also, I like how this zombie is very clearly supposed to be both a reference to, like, you know, classic brain-eating zombies, and also a reference to, you know, the one from, you know, that one punk rock guy from the Return of the Living Dead, while still being its own thing. I guess it's nice to see little details like that. I still miss like the OG Party Girl zombie though, the one that looked like Linnea Quigley's character from The Return of the Living Dead. Well. What? Oh, there you are, buddy. How did I miss you? Alrighty. Is there anything good in the mail today? Yes, actually. Armored up. Very useful. Alright, take these here bones, drop the lead. Where the hell am I going? I get distracted way too easily. Alright, once I deposit my torch on the other side of the wall for inside my base, I will start getting spikes put on the roof. Good lord, my throat. There's the friggin' artifacting again that you guys can't see, but is genuinely there. You know, screw it. I will take this, not this though, and this, because that'll get me a couple of, like, casino tokens. Again, though, with the screwed lighting, like, that is annoying. That'll do. Now, take this, my way out here, do this, nerd pull my way up. Okay, so I need one more. Alright, now time to start my anti-vulture measures. Now, this ain't much, but at least as a start, this should, hopefully, slow down the vultures. Now, obviously, I'm going to need a fair few more when it comes to these spikes, but at least for a start for stopping vultures, this should help. I know I'm going to need a fair few more of these around the base. Maybe what I should do is place a shitload of spikes all around my base and kind of, you know, camp on the roof. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to workshop this. Like, I got a lot of plans and not a lot in the way of good execution of them right now. But at least there is a start for on the base. Alright, put this back here. Now time to start chopping down. Ah, so clever. Anyways, time to go sell a bunch of stuff to old Trader Rect over here.
Well, if you got money, take a look at the shit I got, but don't expect me to cook it for you.
Keeping that. Let's see. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Don't want this, so you're just gonna have it thrown at you.
I'm trying to pull a fast one. The shelves are full, so I ain't buying any more of those.
I'm sure you ain't, buddy. Let's just see what that brings me up to. Alright, now I got 325 to my
A sale
name.
is a sale, even if it is to a scumbag like you.
Alright, can of pasta. I told you it's cheaper to buy certain things. That'll do for now. Now I gotta go start boiling some water. So I got a hair more. Now I got a good little bit of food to last me, hopefully. You know, my next thing is boiling some water, so I got a good water resource. I'm probably chopping down my trees I planted. Because I need a shitload more spikes, not just for like on my base, but also for around it. If I start around my base, then that'll also give me a warning for if any zombies are appearing. Alright, now there should be, yep, right here. I say as I don't even see, here we go. Not bad, just chopping down some trees. Alrighty. Alright, follow the branches, here we go. Like, you guys see how bad the marathon, like, revealed gameplay and whatnot is? Like, Bungie is absolutely just necromancing that IP to try to cash in on nostalgia while still making a very clearly terrible looking extraction shooter that's got nothing to do with OG Marathon. Like, it is quite literally Marathon in name only. And for those of you guys who are in the group chat with me, and, like, have seen, like, some of the, Bungie rabbit hole videos, like, when it comes to Marathon and those games connected to it, well, you guys are already aware of just how much of a shit show this whole Marathon thing is with Bungie. Ah, there we go. Alright, let me just get these seeds put over here. Let me just shift tab. Oh, interesting, the Steam overlay doesn't work. But also, there's an artifact here. This artifact appears to be... Oh no, that's something you guys can see, actually. Interesting. It was more a lighting issue. Lovely. Man, the Linux version of 7 Days has some serious issues, man. What is it with Fun Pimps and being like, oh yeah, let's just leave the Linux version half-baked. No one will notice. Clearly. Like, man. Come on. Alright, where is... Hold on, follow the branches. Ah. I planted way too many trees in a close cluster. Now, here we go. But if nothing else, that should... Notice the key words here. Should get me started for making some more spikes. Still need a bunch around the base. And I also gotta start working on hopefully finding some mechanics books, so that way I can eventually get some jennies and start setting up turrets. Though I didn't spec into robotics, this could be interesting. Alright, so right about here, alright? Oh, there we go. A very small portion of the trees I planted are gone. I can't wait for the storms update for 7 days, if I'm honest with you guys. That looks like it's going to be really, really nice. Because they are apparently overhauling storms entirely. Maybe that 2.0 update will bring a bunch of Linux bug fixes too. Ha ha ha. Oh, speaking of bugs and whatnot, you guys see that they leaked screenshots from the Oblivion reveal? Or like from the Oblivion remake, I mean? I'm pretty excited for that. Like, yeah, sure, it's got the like kind of brown color filter over it, which I can see being a hair annoying, but like people are tweeting like it's the end of the world, like, oh no, the game looks amazing, but they put a brown filter. It's the end of the world. Ah. Seriously? Dude. Of all the things to get pissy about, and you're getting mad because of a filter over a game. Like, oh no, it's not lush and green and pastel and very clearly limited by the technology of the time. Oh, it's the end of the world! Seriously? Seriously? Get a life, man. Like, there are way bigger fish to fry than a freaking, like, color filter and slightly changed aesthetics for a remake of a game from 19 years ago. Like, come on. Seriously? Just... bruh. That's all I gotta say at this point. Just bruh. Alright, so I still got a good few trees. Suppose I'll start here then. I've almost got enough trees to get, or not enough trees, like enough wood to get 50 more spikes, but 75 spikes didn't even do half of the roof, so if they won't even do half of the roof, they certainly ain't going to do shit to surround my base to protect it. So realistically I need at least 2,000 wood to at least do another 25% of the roof. Kind of have to go back and turn one of the trailers in the trailer park to a temporary horde base, just until I can get my actual base turned into a proper base, though. Because with that, all I'd have to do is build a ladder of some sort, or nerd pull my way to the roof, have a few spikes built around, and then just kind of go from there. And then, you know, obviously have a shitload of ammo ahead of me. But, like, so I gotta really think on this, because, like, Horde Night is gonna come way too quickly. Damn, bro got fucked up before he decided to rest by the tree. Well, rest might be kind of a light word for it, but he's not going like so I suppose I'm fine. That is doing it. Like, those noises are not good for my throat, by the way, you know, in case it wasn't very blatantly obvious that, huh. I almost wonder if there's a memory leak for this game. Again, because holy shit, I am watching my performance slowly start to tank. Sorry for kind of ADHDing that. Huh. And this is, you can tell this is definitely not one of the trees I planted because it's got a good few hit points. And it's providing a good little bit of wood. Alright, let me just chop down this tree too. I mean, so far not bad. I got 1,600 wood, so we are definitely getting there. Or at least, that is the hope. Because I definitely want to, like, really work on expanding my base, but... Like, I gotta figure out a good, like, horde base, at least temporarily. I mean, that at least has potential. Like, I could build up a decent wall around it and turn that into, like, a sniper's nest, give or take, but I'd need at least a point into Gunslinger, which will take a while. Again, I mean, either way, it's going to take a while. This might, like, be kind of monotonous for those of you guys watching, but I mean, this here's the breaks of building your own horde base. There's a lot of resource gathering you gotta do. Alrighty, almost up to 1,900 wood. And there we go. Now, can we break the 2,000 mark? No. Can I repair my axe real quick? Yes. Very nice. Timber! Alright, just gonna start chopping down more trees, because I need way more still. So this will at least get me 100 spikes right here, but I mean, like, that's not enough. Honestly though, I might, like, after the first Horde Night, I might just turn off Horde Night entirely. Just so that way I can kind of turn this into an exploration series. That's more what I like doing in 7 days, but I haven't experienced a 1.0, so to speak, Horde Night. So I mean, you know, just kind of trying to decide. Ooh, very nice. Hey, the artifacting's back. Alright, gonna take those and those. Huh. The artifacting is slightly different depending on what I'm looking at. I see red, green, purple, magenta. Oh, it's gone now. So if I hover my mouse over it, I guess it just disappears? Weird. A couple of headlights and a pumpkin seed. I suppose I'm going to run back over to my base, so that way I can turn off the campfire. Which, where zombies do detect heat, there's a possibility my base might be crawling with them. This occurs to me I should have, like, you know, waited it, but, you know. Patience is not a virtue I have, chat, in case I wasn't rather blatantly obvious at this point. Alright, turn off. Yoink. Very nice. Turn that up. Or shut that. Alright. Let me go into my favorites real quick. So it would take, about 6 minutes 40 seconds to start crafting spikes. Or at least to craft 100 of them. Understood. Oh, hello, potential base. I can make my way up here. Yeah, that'd be actually like a very good sniping spot. Just kind of, fire from on top of it. Hopefully don't knock it down on me and kill me, SSDD, really. Interesting watching my performance start to slowly tank, though, the longer we're playing this. Wonder if I'll get any honey out of this. No. Anything good in the cupboard here? A potato. My brother, I have freed you from the horrible confines of the post-apocalypse. You can thank me later. Let's see, anything good in the dumpster here? No. Got a little bit of 7.62 ammo, which will sell, but meh. I'm gonna wait until the spikes are done crafting, and then once those are done, I'm gonna end the stream for the night, because that memory leak is annoying. As far as I had been aware, that issue had been mostly addressed on the Windows version, but, Windows users get all the cool shit, except for Windows 11, which, that's not cool shit for anyone. Honestly, I think it might just be a Bazite-specific issue, because Bazite is, well, it's Bazite. It's a nice Steam Deck clone built on Fedora, but... a Steam Deck OS clone, I mean, but... Ah, hello, buddy. Come for a quick trip out of the grave? I regret to inform you, I gotta send you back down there. It's just business, buddy. What's that say? Oh, that wasn't. That was just, loving father who I guess shot on his, one of his sons. Or I suppose that could be, them. Yeah, or the wife and one of the sons. Probably best not to think of that, really. Tragedy trailer. Come on, buddy. Honestly, I would love to live in one of these kinds of campers. Because, like, this friggin' thing is, like, would have plenty of room to do anything. I mean, shit, you got your big-ass kitchen over here. With like, a really nice oven. And, like a nice, like, cooktop. And a dishwasher, big-ass sink, full-size refrigerator. Now, the microwave is a hair higher than I like, but, dealable. But, like, look at this friggin' dining room, guys. Like, this camper probably costs at least 6 digits. And then, I mean, you go from here to what's obviously your living room with your full-size television. Got yourself a nice nightstand. And come over to here with a very nice restroom with a, I'd almost call that like a full-size for one of these campers. Nice shower, no bathtub, which for some I know is a deal breaker. Nice toilet, a sink. There's a nice sink too. Then you come over here and there's, bunk beds, which you can, kind of close off the entrance to. Then a really nice full-size bedroom with another television. Like, if I had one of these, like, I'd be happier than a pig in shit. Because, like, it's a nice, full-sized experience, so to speak. And yeah, I know I'm dreaming about campers again, Chad, but man, there is something really nice about living in a camper. And it could just be that I like campers, I'm not about to claim that I don't have a touch of the tism, considering I am diagnosed. And some of my tism does expand to campers, but, Back at the, what is this, the cartel place? At the cartel house. I suppose if anyone could, like, theoretically build decent enough defenses against the apocalypse. Hey, vato! Fuck off, Americano! Alright, man, understood. Alright, I am currently in need of a little bit of hydration. Like, you guys can tell, my throat's hair scratchy sounding, or my voice is. Can we make it into the trader? Yes, obviously, because I do have a good little bit of stuff to sell. Alright, Trader Wrecked, let's go and, make a deal here.
Get lost, bum. Look quick, buy quicker, piss off fastest.
Yeah, sell that. Sell those. Alright, that gives me enough cash to, Do you have anything I want, honestly? How much is ammunition from you? Way too rich for my blood. How about polymers? Also way too rich for my blood. So you have quite literally nothing I could want, just due to sheer virtue of being far too pricey for me to want it. Good lord, dude.
Be careful out there. You wouldn't want to get hurt.
Ick. I always wondered why Trader Wrecked, like, is so, much of a dick. Well, anyways, time for me to start, slowly upgrading the side of my base, so it should be a hair more defensible. So that is extremely pricey, so if I do that with cobblestone, I'm gonna have to figure out a better source than looting. At least at the very least I can get, you know, a very small start. Alrighty, let me just, come here. Did I level up? At some point I did. Cool. I'm gonna just throw that point into agility, because, yes. Honestly, I'm feeling like staying with knives. That being said, though, it is currently 12:26 in the morning. I am going to exit. That's as good a place as any. Let's find someone to raid out into. Let me just mute my desktop audio. Now let us find someone to raid out into. Come on, Google Chrome, don't fail me now, I say, knowing that it's going to fail me now. Yippee! Now, for real though, who is on right now? Let us raid into... I think we are going to send you guys over to... Damn, there's a lot of good choices tonight, as there is every night, but you know. I like to, occasionally change things up. So let's send you guys over to Dave. Hold on. /raid Dave Games VT. Alright guys, have an awesome night. Let me just come on over to here. Again, I will see you guys tomorrow, because it's late. I gotta crash. I say see you guys tomorrow, but no, I mean see you guys on Friday. Peace. Right now, and stop.